What's good, y'all? This is Reggie Reg, and I'm chilling in my apartment in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, sir. So today, I'm gonna get right to it. I want to talk about my input on the movie All Eyes on Me, or as I call it, All Eyes on Them. The movie to me was bullshit. As a young man at that time, I witnessed Tupac reckless. He started off reckless. He hung out with this crowd, but that's not what this movie should be based on. See, this man, Tupac Shakur, was a genius, a brilliant genius, and a political mastermind as well. See, the thing about this movie, they didn't portray his full intelligence in this movie. This movie, All Eyes on Me, just came out recently, was about a thug that came up. Most of us in their 40s, because you can see the gray hair. See the gray hair? See gray hair? Most of us in our 40s know the real story. We know Tupac Shakur didn't rape that woman in New York City. We know that Tupac was set up in a shooting and Biggie had nothing to do with it. We know, most of us knew Tupac was paranoid and possibly bipolar. So yeah, I believe Tupac Shakur was bipolar. I believe he suffered from bipolar disorder. A bipolar disorder is a mental illness where a person can't help but control their mood swings. So Tupac was the type of person who react without thinking. See, in Vegas of 96, hitting that guy in Vegas in your probation, that was a bipolar reaction. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I know he was set up in Vegas, because I'm jumping ahead, I'm going to go backwards a little bit, because what you going to, why would you send your major celebrity out there? You gonna whisper in his ear, that's that guy who took my chain. You got Suge, you got M.O.B., Paru out there. Why you, it was, anyway, guys, anyway. Tupac knew a lot of people besides Jada Pickett, Jasmine Guy. Of course, they didn't show nothing about Janet Jackson. They didn't tell in the movie Tony Danza wrote him in prison. They didn't tell that him and Madonna had a little thing going on. They didn't tell that. Tupac knew a lot of famous people. But the movie didn't put that out there. Even in the movie, they didn't even show his creativity in the studio, how he wrote a whole album within 7 days. Tupac had a notepad. When Tupac went to work in the studio, all he needed was a notepad, a pen, some weed and Hennessy, and he'd go to work. He wasn't all just smoking and drinking. He also was writing. So in the movie, they didn't show how he wrote his music. See, the engineers would play music, and Pac would sit there and nod his head, write down what he gonna say. Dun 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 dun. They like, damn, he was ready. So this movie is really, I give it a B for booty, because it's garbage. They didn't portray Tupac for the musical genius he was. They didn't put out there that Tupac settled the peace treaty between the Crips and Blood in California. They didn't put out there that Tupac Shakur was going around nationwide in the ghettos, getting together the black and Latinos for the political election, because Tupac wanted to run for mayor. Tupac had the votes to win, and certain people knew it. So they didn't put a lot of stuff out there. So a lot of people out there, they want to focus on the bad. No, Tupac was a musical genius, and what happened is he put messages in his music. His first thug life was related to the thugs, because that was his army. Tupac had an army of thugs. That was his army. You see what I'm saying? And being reckless as he was, he still had a message for us to listen. And so after the shooting in 2000, in 95 when he got shot in New York City, Pac calmed down a whole lot. Hell, 5 bullets will humble any motherfucker. He went from reckless to composed, because anytime you get shot 5 times, that'll humble anybody. So, do your research on Tupac Shakur. His mother was a brilliant writer for the Black Panther Party. She taught this guy not to take shit. Tupac was the type of person, he spoke his mind, and he knew he had a target on his back. Tupac knew he had long to live. You think Tupac, as smart, intelligent he was, he didn't know he had a hit out on him? Shaka G got a video, and Shaka G said he told Tupac, you got 4 hitmen hired to kill you. Tupac told him, I don't give a fuck. Tupac did more for the rap industry than any rapper do today. My name is Reg. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think. You know, Tupac, my man, may you rest in peace. May your mom rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Biggie, rest in peace. And you know, Prodigy, rest in peace. You know, all my old schoolers, may you rest in peace. My name is Reggie Reg. I gotta go. Peace.